to my channel. This is going to be a reading for my, I believe I said this for Cancer. Yes, Cancers. Welcome to my channel. Let's get into it. Any information that you may be looking for will be listed in the description box. If you want to get a personal reading, if you want to follow me on any of my other social medias and whatnot. And make sure you like the video if you do enjoy the messages. Lets me know if it resonated with you, and also lets the algorithm know you want to see future videos and whatnot. But let's see what the general energy is looking like. What's the general energy around my Cancers? All right, so immediately we have the Hangman in reverse, which I like. We have the Crown of Pentacles, the Empress, and we also have the Four of Swords. So you're starting to look at things from a different angle, especially when it comes to any romantic connection you could possibly have with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo individual. Doesn't even have to be specifically that sign, but you're starting to look at things from a different angle when it comes to love in general. And when it comes to your career, we're going to touch on all of it. But starting off with the love piece, you're starting to see that maybe some serious trust issues you could have could be keeping you from really finding that person that you want to connect with if you are single. Or maybe you were looking at things from this angle that was just kind of making you want to close off, or maybe just looking at things from an angle that just wasn't really helpful in terms of dating people, okay? Especially in terms of past tense stuff. Maybe your time was wasted and you're like, you know what, I don't want my time to be wasted in the future, so I'm going to be very mindful in terms of who I give the time of day to, or how much time I give them. But what could end up happening is you end up cutting situations off too soon, or you end up not trusting certain individuals that could show you through efforts that they aren't trustworthy. So I think it's a healthy dose of knowing how to divvy out trust. You want to give people like a basic trust starter package when you first meet them. And then as they kind of show you through character, through consistency, then that's when you start to divvy out more trust. But if you've been just kind of on the extremes of the scale in terms of how you've been approaching your love life, I think that there's this re-examining in terms of how you've been doing things, especially if it's been creating more issues than actually more progress. Same thing in terms of career. I'm seeing a different perspective in terms of how you're viewing your financial situation. There may have been ideas that you've had for a while now that could really bring you some serious money, but maybe you've been just kind of sitting back, over analyzing things, worrying about like the financial piece, whether or not you will actually make money and whether or not it's actually worth the time. But nothing is ever a waste of time, even when it doesn't work out, quote unquote. You just learn that it don't work for you. Like, if anything, the waste of time is having like decision paralysis, where you're not able to make decisions because you're so focused on making the right one. But essentially, I mean, if something doesn't work out, even a relationship, if that doesn't work out, at least you learned what doesn't work for you, that it wasn't going to work out, versus you not making the decision at all and then living with that regret of, okay, could I have made something of said situation? So yes, that's like a big theme for this time frame. Also, for any of my Cancers who could be parents, there's a huge focus on like a co-parenting relationship with the person you have children with, reestablishing maybe the trust, or like this could mean reestablishing the trust in terms of getting back into a relationship, or reestablishing the relationship in terms of co-parenting. Okay, what's the advice for my Cancers they need to hear for this week? I have the Four of Pentacles, I have the Strength card, the Page of Swords, and the Judgment. Okay, so the advice for this week. Well, this is not the time to be, again, this kind of goes back into what I was saying earlier. This isn't the time to be closing yourself off to the realm of possibility, okay? Sometimes the paralysis of, am I making the right decision? Am I going to do things wrong? Is this actually going to work out for me? Like, trying to count your steps before actually taking them does nothing. It doesn't actually help the situation. It creates this, I should have, I could have, and why did I wait energy. So the advice for this week is to kind of challenge yourself to get out of this energy of wanting to like play it safe, or being in this conditioning of like trying to anticipate the future or the outcome of things to where you kind of push things away. Okay. Also, with the strength card, this is about being disciplined. If there's any temptations or anything that you know that you don't want to keep giving your energy to, or that you need to be mindful of, this week is about like exercising a level of discipline and being stronger than those quote unquote temptations. Page of Swords is the energy of exploring, being curious, being open to like answer, or not open to answer, but if you have questions, seeking answers. So if you have curiosity about what would happen if you started your content creation journey, or what would happen if you started going to school to get that trade or to get that degree, whatever you may have a level of curiosity around that could better yourself, this is the week to definitely explore. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on. And also with the Judgment card being here, this talks about like allowing yourself the space to rethink things. Sometimes we really need to just kind of sit back and allow time to give us more insight. When you're too close to proximity of like you ending something, like for example, a relationship. When you just get out of a relationship, there isn't certain epiphanies that you'll have until like later on down the journey of you being away from the situation. So before like counting yourself out or not allowing yourself to breathe, the space to breathe and to like rethink some things is gonna be important. Because there could be certain epiphanies that you're not going to have right now that time is going to be the master of. Now, what are you unaware of at the moment? So I have the Tower, I have the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and I also have the Seven of Pentacles. So what you're unaware of, there have been certain events that have been surprising, that have been shocking nonetheless, but not necessarily shocking for no reason. I think that there are certain things that have been exposed to you or brought to the light in terms of the foundation of things. Whether this is like maybe something shocking around your financial situation, it exposed the need for you to, you know, better manage it. Or in terms of a relationship, there's certain things that came out or certain things that have, you know, caused the foundation of that relationship to kind of show and prove that it's faulty. This is kind of showing you what needs to be worked on. Now, I think what needs to happen at this point for a lot of you is mentally wrapping your head around what that Tower moment was trying to teach you instead of the Tower moment itself. Some of you have been like too focused on the like, okay, this happened and this happened and this happened, but not really diving deeper into what that's trying to tell you, what that's trying to show you, like asking the deeper questions. Another thing that you may be unaware of, things are definitely getting better for you. And I think that the peace kind of comes with you, like I said, having that epiphany in terms of these, or this Tower moment in particular. Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm also seeing that, ooh, this is crazy. Another thing that you may be unaware of, there could be someone around you who suffers with a insecurity issue or a self-worth issue. So the reason why they could treat you the way that they do, it's a reflection of how they treat themselves. You could be thinking it's a, oh, this person does not care about me, or they hate my guts, or da da da. But I think that you're getting a byproduct of who this person is in terms of how they treat themselves. So it's kind of like that saying, how can you treat somebody else good if you don't know how to treat yourself? I think a lot of you are expecting effort or certain things out of an individual who may need to grow like on an individual level first before they are able to like maybe provide or put out certain energies for this connection. Yeah, it's a deeper rooted issue that's going on here. Okay, what is the challenge my Cancers are having to work through? We have the Moon card, we have the Three of Cups, High Priestess, and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So challenge you're having to work through over the next couple of days, listening to your intuition, not going into this immediate energy of wanting to worry. Some of you make decisions based off of like self-doubt, And it's making sure you're not making decisions that are based in that, because what that's going to produce is not, things that make you feel happy, that bring you a level of happiness. It's coming from a place of, okay, I'm worried that X, Y, and Z is going to happen, so I'm going to make the safest decision. The safest decision does not mean the happiest decision. It does not equal that. So I think the challenge to work through during this time frame is to bypass the worry. Have the fear, the anxiety, and do it anyway. Whatever this may be in terms of like your career, pushing yourself, okay? And huge emphasis on the intuition piece when it comes to people that are, in your close proximity or in your surroundings. What else is a challenge here? Okay, so with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, for some of you, it could be the struggle of thinking that you could do things on your own. Maybe you've been in a relationship for so long, lived with this person, married for so long, that maybe the courage to like leave that situation or to kind of go into this, independent era or focusing on yourself era could be really hard because of the fact that it's been such a long time and it's been so much of a relationship that's so ingrained in every piece of your life. Okay, and for others of you, it's just you don't really want to be single from someone, and that could be the challenge here as well. I'm also getting, now this is another thing, some of you could be dating somebody who has like a inability to fully commit. Like they do this, oh, I want to be friends with benefits, where we're like damn near dating, but we just don't have the title. That could also be very annoying and challenging. It's like, okay, why can't you just why can't you fully commit yourself to the situation without it being like this weird thing? And it really does come from this person having like a fear of giving themselves up completely and just struggling with that. But anywho, let's continue looking. So first card we have Cancers. We have a feather, which represents messages. I have medical staff, which represents healing. We have anchor, which represents stability. I have crown, which represents personal power. And mirror, which represents reflection. Okay, so going more into the general energy around you. So there can be some clear messages that are being put in your dreams. Keep you a dream journal. There also could be like little things that are being dropped around you. So this could be like little feathers. It's little things that our spiritual team does to kind of communicate with us. So I would say this week, make sure that you're being, present. Being present so that you can see them. Because the only way that you will be able to see whenever your spiritual team is trying to communicate with you is by what? Being present in the moment. Also with the healing card here, some of you are actually meant to be healers, or you're meant to be like a doctor or a holistic healer, or through your creative endeavors, through your art, you're meant to heal people through it. So this is a confirmation as well. But I feel that healing could also come through certain activities that you partake in during this time frame. So if you find that painting is very healing for you, taking walks, whatever this may be, this is the week to like prioritize that for sure. I'm also seeing money be a topic. It was kind of coming up before, but a lot of you are looking to like own your own home or rent or get a new place. You could be getting to a place to where you're recognizing how you need to manage your finances a little bit differently, or be open to like other ways of making money. Okay, so there's like a huge thing around like stability. I'm seeing home stuff here as well. But with personal power and reflection, these two cards go hand in hand. I think in you sitting back and looking at things from a different angle with that hangman energy in reverse that kind of showed up in the beginning, this is going to empower you, because then it's going to show you, I think what you guys have been needing to know or needing to remember is that you control the outcome of your situation. And a lot of you have been letting outside worries or fears have more control than your authentic self and what you authentically want. So this is what this week is challenging you to kind of look closer at. But thank you so much, Cancers. I appreciate you so much. I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy this reading, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will talk to my Cancer gang in the next one. Bye, y'all.